start training in kickboxing, boxing, any form of combat, whether you're fighting or just hitting a bag, there's multiple ways to do this. So I'm going to show you one way on this today, and then from there you can adapt other ways. I'll post other videos, but this is probably, I would say, the first way a lot of people learn how to do it, maybe with some minor changes. Now I've got 180-inch boxing wrap here that is slightly elastic. You don't want something that is really has no movement in it. You want a bit of elasticity, so if you do your hands up too tight, you can allow room for movement on your wrap. So a little bit of elasticity, 180 inches is a good size wrap. So I'm going to come close to the camera so you can get a nice good close-up of doing the wrap. Now, I've got a few ways I do this. This way, generally my personal preference is I don't use my thumb tie here, but most common way would be we do this. So we'll do this way today. So we go around thumb nice and secure. From there, I'm going to go around my wrist. Now it comes up to your personal choice, but I'm going to go around twice with 180 inch. On the third time I come over, I'm going to go around my thumb and then back over. And there's a reason for this, because I want to come over top of my hand when I start the wrap. So this is where I'm at so far. From there, I'm going to go up and I'm going to go around my knuckles. Once I get it going the first time, every time I come around to come over top, I'm just going to make a fist, and then I'm going to come over the top so it sits nice and tight, then open the hand. This is how it's looking. It's like an open palm style boxing wrap. So I come round the hand. After 3 goes, I'm actually going to come back down the bottom and around the wrist again. Now from here, this is where it changes. I'm going to go in between, like so, between the little finger and next second finger. Then I come over the palm and back down again here, still keeping the palm open. Now I'm going to go from there through the next, and again over top, back down. Now we've got the last one to go. This time I'm going to go between there, but I'm going to, instead of coming back this way, I'm actually going to come back straight over top the other way, like so. Now I'm going to go a couple more times around the knuckles, making sure at all times keep moving the hand like so. Don't pull too tight, just firm, don't stretch it out. Allow a bit of room for movement in the wrap. From there, underneath, make a fist, back over top. Let's go again. Now this is where it sort of becomes personal preference. You can do more up here and less on the wrist, or you can do less up here and more on the wrist. It really is personal. I would allow this much at the end. So this time we're going to come around and I'm going to come back down the bottom. I'm going to go round the thumb again. After the thumb, straight around the thumb, and then back to the wrist. And I'm going to finish up with the rest of this on my wrist. Coming around. Like I said, how much you do down the bottom and up the top is a bit of a personal preference. And then when we finish, we should get a nice open palm with like a grabbing bar for when you punch. So you've got open palm, plenty of movement here, a little bit of thumb support. Some people don't do the thumb, some people do. There's no wrong or right. It's really personal preference where you feel comfortable. So this is one style, and I'll do more videos there. So you can see it's going between the fingers. We've got plenty of padding on the top, a little bit of thumb support, nice and firm on the wrist, plenty of blood supply. To check the blood supply there, and just grab your finger, let it go. It should return and go nice and pink. If it stays white, you probably got these a little bit tight. So that is one version of wrapping your hand. You will find after a while your own personal preference. This is fairly comfortable. Next version I'll show you is where we make a pre-bar with padding across the top. It ends up very similar, it's just a different way to start. But there's version 1 of wrapping your hands.